This feels so good, you got a whole lot.
What's up, gang? It's your girl Shay, and I am back with another mother freaking banger. Before I get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend all about because you already know what time it is. So y'all, pretty sure y'all already read that header, so y'all already know what's about to be said. It is story time. So let's get into it. Alright, y'all. So excuse the clothes in the bag. And excuse the food, I just got done eating the clothes. It's because I'm in the middle of packing because I'm about to sadly leave the dorms. But then again, I'm kind of happy. But you already know what it is when you're busy and you got a lot going on. So just don't pay attention to my background, okay? Basically is what I'm saying. But back to the story time. So y'all, like, my coming out story is pretty, like, different, I think. I don't know if nobody's ever, like, done this before. Yeah, like, my coming out story was actually pretty different. At least I think so. The reason why I say this is because when I was at the time I was 16, y'all. I thought I was in love, but I wasn't. You know, at 16 you have those kinds of moments where you want love and this, that, and the third, but then like you get older and you realize, that's not what I want. Like, you get what I'm saying? So yeah. It was one of those moments. I thought, you feel me? Like, first of all, everybody knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in my school, they knew. The only people that really did not know about me and my sexuality was my family. And the reason why I say that, because I wanted to take time to slowly expand who I am to people, you know? Like, my best friend automatically knew right up off bat. Y'all, this girl knew off bat, like, she knew what was up with me. I told her everything, and she was still supportive. She still loved me. She still cares. She's still my bestie, and she's still my girl to this day. Shout out to you. Much love. But yeah, like, I was talking to this girl. She was like probably like 2-3 years older than me. I thought I was, like I said, in love with her, but I wasn't. I just really liked her and stuff like that. So it was one day I had to go to my grandmother's to bring her something. I forgot what I had to bring her, but I know I had to bring her something though, y'all. And in the midst of that, I was like, you know, I kind of feel like I want to tell her, like, the girl did something sweet that day, and it just made me like, oh my God, I'm ready to tell it. I'm ready to be encouraged. I'm ready to, you know, be me. I'm tired of hiding who I am from my family. I just want to be me. So I went, and I told my grandma, I was like, you know, since I'm coming on the way there, I have something to tell you, and I don't know how you're gonna take it. So my grandma was getting kind of worried because she was like, oh Lord, what is it? Is it bad? What's wrong? You know, a typical type of grandmother would be, and stuff like that. Well, y'all, yes, I ended up going to my grandmother's job because I just felt like I couldn't hold it in no more. I feel like I couldn't hold it in no more, y'all. Like, I got tired of hiding who I was, like, hiding what is really a part of me, because that's a part of me. That's who I am, you know? So, like, I went to her, you know, I brought her stuff, and then I was like, you know, can we go ahead and have that talk now since we're here? But first I asked her, did she have time? And she was like, you know, yeah, we can go talk. So we went to the sitting area, right? I was nervous, y'all. Like, I was shaking in my boots and everything. Like, I was so even thinking about it now, it's just getting me nervous again. Like, I swear, like, I was so freaking nervous, so freaking scared, like, everything, all that. So next thing you know, she asked me, she was like, okay, so what's wrong? What's on your mind? You know, what's bothering you? I was like, no, it's just something I gotta tell you, and I don't know how you gonna take it. You know, I was kind of like, yeah. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, well, you know, basically there's like something I haven't told you, and I don't know how you gonna take it, but I know you're not gonna, like, you know, I was just telling her, like, you know, and I know you might not like it or at the moment, like, but I just feel like I should be honest with you and this, that, and the third, and I told her like I'm kind of like into females, you know, like I like females and stuff like that. Like at the time, I was in the midst of finding myself, also, you guys. So it was like, okay, I also found out that I liked the girls. Well, actually, I kind of been felt that, but I actually made it known. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I would consider myself to be bisexual. That's another story for another time. I promise you we'll get to that story. But yeah, like I consider myself bisexual because that was like the first female I ever really just like took serious. But also I've never taken a dude serious. Like I've never been in a real relationship with a dude unless it was like two dudes. It was only two dudes I was in a real relationship with, and I'm not gonna say too much on that. No, it's not what y'all think though, but if y'all thinking that, but I'm not gonna speak on that. But anyways, yeah. So she was like, "What? I thought you was like into dudes," and I was like, "No." They call it a phase. You know how parents are. They call it a phase and stuff like that. So it was like that kind of made me feel like I shouldn't have opened up because I knew what was going to be said before it was even said. That's any typical type of black family, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay. Like in my head, I was like, okay. I knew that was coming, but continue. So she asked me like, what was the reason why? And I told her like I've always been like attracted to the same sex. Like I get more aroused, like more interested when I see a pretty female than I do when I see a handsome guy. Yeah, like y'all, before I found myself, like I was just like lost. And I literally did not tell anybody but the people, like the only people that knew at school were some of the people that knew at school, like they knew because I talked about it, like, but other than that, like I didn't really like conversate with people about me unless we were like close. You get what I'm saying? Like we had to be like this for me to be like, oh, I talk to this person, I talk to that person, I feel this person, so it was like that with my bestie. So like I said, the people at school knew before my family did. Yes, they did. Because I knew they wasn't gonna care. Y'all, this is like, this little string right here is like bothering me. I'm sorry, y'all. I tend to get off track. So then it went to me telling my father. When I told my daddy, like I said, any typical type of black family gonna do what you expect them to do. He thought I was joking. Like he always suspected it. Don't get me wrong, my daddy always suspected that I was into like the same, sex, but he also did what I expected him to do as if he was a surprise. Yeah, daddy, I'm talking about you. But yeah, so that was that. The first person in my family I told though, it was actually my cousin. My very first cousin, my baby. Yeah. I told her and she told my aunt. But we all like kept it a secret for a while. They said they wasn't, they respected it. They still love me, this, that, and the third, like. And it made me feel like good, y'all. It made me feel very great because I felt like, oh, they're supporting me. They don't like it, but they still love me and they still care for me. And that when you got that type of stuff, it's like it boosts you up because it's like, okay, well, I can tell this person, and that also is what led to me telling my grandmother because I told my cousin. First, I told my friends. Then I told my cousin. Then my cousin, she told her mom, and then we all got on the phone and we conversated about it, but my coming out story is probably similar to others but also quite different because I don't think nobody's ever just like went to their guardian's job to tell them that, I guess. But I also didn't, like I said, I didn't also just go there for that, you know. But yeah, like, this is basically like what happened, y'all. And ever since then, ever since I came out to my family and this, that, and the third, you know, everything has actually been gotten better, for real. Like, I feel like I'm me. I feel like I can be me and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I know that my family loves me, my family supports me, my family's there for me no matter what, no matter who tries to get in the way of that. Like, they're here, they're Team Shay all the way, and that's all that matters, cause period. But yeah, y'all, so if y'all liked this, give me a thumbs up, hit that bell, you know, tell a friend to tell a friend, as I said, and see y'all in my next video.
Baby, drop it on me, then go low. Wait.